members down there for Fire and Ice.
And you have time as well, right? You look at the scoreboard, it's not exactly, you know, you're in threat of losing instantly. It's 73 to 59. You did have plenty of time. Echo Fox, again, knocking on the door of a Trip Cap domination. Will they be able to get it? The pressure coming in from Fire and Ice off Spawn. Toy's going to be in there. He gets the pick, and Echo Fox cruise through their first game here at the Dallas Open. 7-2, 7-2 victories for them. They now sit at 1-0 in pools.
Man, that was a good matchup battle. But one thing that I want to just see Fire and Ice. I just want to see Fire and Ice kind of translate those multi-kills. I want to see them translate those multi-kills into dominations. That's going to be what they need to succeed.
No, definitely. But was double snipes in the M-bar a double-edged sword for Fire and Ice?
Yeah, for me, you can do in those situations when you're getting pushed aggressively is put out a snipe, make a pick, and then your setup goes the other way. The thing is that they're not playing around the weapon correctly, and they're allowing Echo Fox to rotate. On the first round, we watched Solars wrap around all the way uncontested, gets the flank, and takes out the entire team just based on positioning where he was. You can't let that happen. You have to look at your map control. You have to understand, we're missing somebody. Where are they?
Yes, and Blaze has the resident sniper on the desk. The best one. He's kind of. He's okay.
He's all right. Yo, you know how many matches, how many GBs I won for you in my lifetime?
I can't count. But Blaze, we've seen franchise snipe for 10 years now.
Yes.
I mean, the fact that Echo Fox was able to take over and put the snipe in his hand.
Yeah.
How big is that?
You know, that's huge. And we don't see Fran with snipe too often, okay? Because, like you said, that's that double-edged sword that when they're playing against those top teams, when they're playing against Ghost Gaming, when you're playing out there against Optic, do you really want to give that to Mental? So you have to be better than him. You have to take those snipe fights. You have to take those challenges and win them for your squad here. And then you can take out one of the best players on the squad, but also you need to stay hitting those shots. You can't have a dull moment, especially because if you start missing, your team's going to be playing 4v5 at that point.
Absolutely. Oh, big time. Now, with Franchise, Benson, okay, Franchise isn't known as the scariest player on the team.
Because you think, oh yeah, we got so much confidence, like this is great, we're winning with a sub, who the hell can beat us? This is where I think the other side of the coin comes into play, right? You have Icy sitting at home, watching his team win comfortably without him. If I'm a player and I'm watching my teammates just dominate without me, I'm sat there thinking, well, how valuable am I to this team? Like, do they need me?
Yeah.
Am I really a key component to this squad? And I know, speaking to a lot of other players from a lot of other teams, they're sat there saying, well, now I feel like we're so far ahead of Optic. It gives us more confidence because inside Icy's head, there could be that little bit of doubt. Doesn't need to be a big amount of doubt because we know Icy, he's a great player, right? But if he even has the smallest amount of doubt, if he sat there saying, my team just dominated Ghost with Pell, no disrespect to Pell, but I mean,
Hill.
but still, like, how valuable is Icy that squad? And now that doubt's only going to grow. You just lost your first ever game in pool play. Ever.
Yeah.
And you got crushed, too.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even a close game. You got demolished.
No, they got destroyed. I love Optic Gaming, but still, man, that was convincing.
Even kind of like add on to that point, you know, I'm waiting for the trash talk where they say, hey, Icy, your team is better without you. Or, hey, Icy,
and then,
they
again,
don't need you.
That little seed, right? It's like every time something happens, you water that seed. What happens next? You got a giant beanstalk, right? And that doubt is only going to grow and grow and grow. So for me, that pool is so interesting because it really is anyone's game. You had that Fable versus Allegiance game, which I know is on main stage later on. But then now, what if? Now, you can call me crazy. You can call me crazy.
Here comes the Benson prediction.
But what if Fable took the series against Optic Gaming as well? We saw them in Season 1 go so close. Walter, you can back me up on this.
Yeah, they did.
They were so close time and time again. Now you have a vulnerable. You got a weak Optic Gaming. You have to take advantage of that.
You have to, if we're looking at the scope, right, confidence is shaken on Optic's side. And you also have to think about who they were playing against. You have Franco on the other side of you, yelling at you, getting you in your head, and then you've got the whole mental game. Like, if the team is not showing up and they lose a map against who we think Allegiance was not a better team in power rankings the entire season, Fable should be totally confident going into that match. Crazed is one of the better players in Europe. We've seen how dominant they were. They never have eclipsed. Now, remember, that team when they were Epsilon never broke top 8. This could be their shot. And you were the one that was all about it in the prediction show. Hey, maybe they're finally going to do it.
Our prediction was for them to beat Allegiance. That was our prediction right here. It wasn't that Allegiance was going to be
But let's just say normality restores, right? Optic Gaming come out and they do win that matchup. Even so, that group has the potential now to have 3 teams tied at 1-1. It could be crazy, though. I'm excited.
Definitely. We're all excited here. But I actually want to see what Allegiance says. We have Fallout at the side station. He has an interview with Allegiance.
Thanks so much, guys. Fallout here at the side station madness that just went down. I'm joined with Allegiance Shock. Shock, your former team in Optic Gaming, you, of course, substituted for them early on in Season 2. You just beat them for the first time ever. Optic Gaming loses a map in pool play. How'd you do it?
I don't know, man. We brought our energy, all 5 of us were shooting. The energy of all 5 of us when we're all hitting shots is just like, it really can't be matched, honestly. When all 5 of us are playing top of our game, we could beat anybody in the game.
That's amazing. Speaking about Optic Gaming, of course, we just mentioned their first time ever losing, you mentioned to me actually, a map, let alone a match in pool play to take down the Titans.
¿Cómo se hace uno de estos directos? ¿Es sencillo? ¿Es caro? ¿Es barato? Bueno, la respuesta es que se puede hacer de forma completamente emitir gameplays en directo. Así que bien, en este vídeo te voy a enseñar cómo hacer un directo de forma gratuita y sencilla utilizando la herramienta OBS, de la cual yo os hablé hace algún tiempo y que podéis ver en un vídeo anterior. Para hacer una emisión en directo, iremos a nuestro perfil aquí arriba y daremos clic en el botón. Por ejemplo, en mi caso voy a ponerle un título que va a ser prueba directo, ¿vale? Y pondría aquí la descripción que yo quisiera. Nuestro directo se vea, vamos a tener que ponerlo como...
¿Sería?
Gaming for the first time ever in Gears Esports, Gears War 4, of course. We're going to take it back to you guys on the caster's desk. Thanks so much, guys.
think they just had a bad event, and I think going to the fall regional and having that loss is a great way to actually come back because you understand what you did wrong in the dimensions. You can listen to the cast. You can listen to what everybody was saying. They came out really strong on Saturday, and then Sunday they looked really shaky. Here they're coming out really strong. They're 6-4 up. They could take this map if they close out the round here. And then on top of that, that pushes it to a map 3.
Yeah, I want to say I thought I saw somebody adverse with 46 kills, like more than what we saw with Chaos. Yeah, I thought like maybe I'm tripping.
Yo, you're getting old. Your eyesight ain't what. Are you wearing your glasses today?
I'm not actually. Okay, but I got my contacts. I thought about wearing them though, but like, you know, I literally thought I saw 240s on that kill feed, on that kill board. But we'll see.
I mean, we'll see if he changes player, right?
Something that definitely jumps out at me in this game, we see Drix with 26 kills.
Oh, he had 36.
Yes. So Drix was dropped from Ghost Gaming because, you know, people use him as a scapegoat. He wasn't a flashy player. He wasn't a slayer. But this man is leaning away right now.
He always showed up on land. Like, you can never take that away.
I actually spoke to him Wednesday night after I got in. We were at the hotel having a conversation. Let's just say he has a big kind of bone to settle or a big grudge to settle.
Chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, exactly that. He was saying, you know what? I'm one of the greatest players in my role in Gears of War. And he looked at me, he said, outside of the obvious few players, you know, name someone better than me. And I was kind of sat there, I was thinking, I was like, you know what? The man has a point. Often I feel like he didn't get the respect he deserved. And to your point, Belly, he was kind of a scapegoat, right? He was kind of that player that was thrown under the bus. But in terms of talent.
But they tried to do it to him in UE as well, and he showed up every event too.
He's a talented player.
He's been a lane player, and we've had that discussion multiple times. And then he came over to me and rubbed me on the shoulders, and he's like,
Dezo! Sorry.
Oh, God.
Come on, finish that off.
Yo, there it is.
Call in for help. I'm fine with that.
Sorry. All right, jumping back to the point. Drix came up and he said, I'm the best home hill player in the game, period.
He yelled it.
Yeah, hotel. And you can see it here. He's coming out strong, and their team's doing well. It looks like they could get Trip Cap dominated here, but Red Reserve are still playing in the game. They're still playing aggressively. They just got to start winning some of these key gunfights.
Yes, Ben, you know, you've been over the big pond. You've played games a lot. The point I want to make is, you know, Ronin, they're far away from, you know, their North America, you know, brothers, cousins, whatnot. How hard is it to get practice, and how big is it that they're able to compete at such a high level?
I say this all the time, right? When you clearly in an esport have one dominant region, you know, North America, you look at your Echo Fox, you're up to formerly Team Envious, it's so hard for other teams to come in and get that good practice, right? Because you can't scrim, let's be honest, we've all been there, you can't scrim online. That ping is an issue, right? So when you get the opportunity to either boot camp or to play at an event, you're almost a few steps behind. You can do as much research as you want, right? You can have strat books for days, but ultimately, if you're not used to seeing how a region plays consistently, it's so difficult.
But I will say this, and you know what? This Latin America region is so different than any other esport there is. They've been so deeply invested in Gears of War for years. A lot of these players have been here since Gears of War 1, and Gears of War is the top esport in Latin America.
Hands down.
No two trying to question about that one, but it shows here, right here, their ping isn't too bad when it comes down to the other North American teams, so that's why that's an advantage for them.
True, but if you're, you know, a Mexican team, you're more likely going to want to play another Mexican team or a team of that region because they're the teams you compete for pro points.
But not if the tier is so far below yours.
But that's the problem. Yeah. Because the tier is so far below, it's almost it's so difficult to get that good tier practice come through. In my opinion, it's more so for Europe, right? I think we can all agree. More so for Europe. For Latin America, it is a little bit different.
I think the other thing that you have to do about it is that world's best team that is down in Mexico with them, who's the second best team, it's like Iron Shark and Zyre. These guys are going at it all the time, and it's back and forth between those two. But of course, you know, Ronin, they had that thing with Splice. They won second place in Paris. They did really well in Vegas, and now they're here together without
kills. 49 kills. Season 2 is so good. Oh my God.
This speaks levels about the skill gap right now because, I mean, Red Reserve, they have Eternity. Waldo, we've watched Eternity for years. This man, you know, he holds the record for the highest kill on the land.
Maybe not for long, Belly. Maybe not for long, Belly.
Chaos is going to break this. I'm going to say now, Chaos is going to break this. But, you know, Waldo, Eternity's team, they've always been on the cusp of, you know, breaking top 4.
Oh, go get your kill.
What is the chance of them, you know, actually coming together and making a statement this event?
I mean, they just have to put the pieces together. I've heard it from talking to Hudson's. I've heard it talking from the rest of the team. They weren't playing really well at CMG. They were kind of like fighting individual fights that weren't working out for them. I think if they're all playing on the same team, well, there's the incense from Desnide.
I'm going to see Chaos later.